My friend,
How are you?
I am fine. I'm
I'm doing
very fine. Please, over camera, please.
oh, like this.
Yes, yes. I'm I'm so glad to see you. It's so
Yeah,
nice that you agreed to give an interview to my channel. Let's
yeah.
en- let's enjoy this interview. It's a really good time today with you. Let me introduce you to our esteemed audience.
Uh, I would like to say, my name is Gift Mpumelelo Ngcobo. I'm an amateur boxer from SA. I'm in Gauteng and Johannesburg novice champion. Yeah, and I'm currently on my boxing camp. I'm just waiting for other fights as well. So I'm trained by one of the best coaches in the world, Stephen Msimanga. He's a former SA champion.
First of all, welcome to the interview. Your
Thank
story already shows hunger, discipline, and honesty. Winning
Yes.
gold at novice level and learning from setbacks this early can build a dangerous future champion. How
Yeah.
did your love for boxing first begin?
Uh, I'll say it first began 2024 when I was around like how old I was. I was like 14, 15 years old. Yeah. I started loving boxing, like I watched like Floyd Mayweather. Like he inspired me a lot. And coming from like he really does inspires me a lot. And John Masamba is one of my favorite boxer. He inspired me to do better on the sport. So starting 2024, that was my that was my kickoff start. So I fall in love with the sport at first, but when time sliced by, like my family told me that, yo, your grandfather, your great great grandfather used to do the sport, so it runs through the bloodline. So I fell in love with the sport since then.
Johannesburg has a strong boxing culture and many fighters with heart. Coming from Orlando East already gives your story character and identity. What was your life like before boxing entered it?
Uh, I won't lie, I didn't have like a purpose. Like, what can I say? I didn't find like myself who I am before boxing. Since they like one of my friends like was like, no, come join boxing. He introduced me, so I fell in love with the sport. Like, I fell in love with the sport, and my purpose of life began there. I was like, no, I want to become a world champion. I want to showcase my skill. I want to do this and that to become a better version of myself.
You are a very young boxer, starting boxing
Yes,
in 2024 and already winning gold is impressive. It shows
thank
that you adapted quickly and believed in yourself. Did you
yes.
expect such fast success when you first started training?
No, honestly, I didn't like expected like that much that things will really, really go fast for me, you know. Like, it started really fast, I will say so. It really started fast, and it shows a lot on my improvement with my coach helping me and building me up. Like, my coach is always there. He builds us up. He makes sure that every day we train. So every day I train Monday to Friday. There's no break. That's why I fell in love with the sport. I every day, like, even though when I'm at my house. Like I used to shadow box. I have like a strong, like building up like a strong mental thing. I don't know, but I fell in love with the sport. I really do fall in love with the sport.
No boxing, no life.
Yes,
Every fighter remembers the first gym that changed their mentality forever. That
yes.
place often becomes a second home. What was your first boxing gym experience like?
Um, it was fine. Firstly, I had like goosebumps and all of those things. I had goosebumps. I felt a bit nervous, but once I get into the ring and applied my mechanics and my fundamentals and my basics, it started to work all out. All the nervousness, like it went all away, and my coach was there to guide me and show me how it's done.
Having a coach like Stephen Msimanga is a huge advantage for a young boxer. Learning
Yeah.
from a former South African champion can shape your future in a powerful way. What is the biggest lesson Coach Stefan Msimanga has taught you?
My coach will always say, you must be disciplined on the sport. You need to be disciplined in order to achieve great things in your life. That's why every time he always tells me that you need to be disciplined and focused. Without gymming, without discipline, you can't do nothing. That's what he told me. You have to have discipline and show up every single day in the gym. Yes.
He is great. He is a great coach.
Yeah.
Great coaches don't only teach punches, they build mentality, discipline, and confidence. That relationship is very important in boxing. How
Yes.
would you describe your relationship with your coach?
It's good. It's good. He's like a father to me. I will say so. He's like a father to me. Like growing up without a father, I myself, it was hard. But once I found coach, he was like a father to me. He will he will be there for me every time when I needed him. He will be there for me. It's like a son and a father relationship to me.
Winning Johannesburg and Gauteng novice gold must have felt special. Those are moments fighters never forget. What emotions did you feel after winning your gold medal?
I was feeling I was feeling happy. Like I was feeling happy, excited, like I need to take another step forward to pursue my boxing career. Like going to the Gauteng championships, win gold, and go to the essays and represent my country.
Every champion remembers their hardest fight. Sometimes the toughest battle teaches more than easy victories. Which
Yes.
fight has been the hardest in your career so far?
My hardest fight, it was currently now, like I fought against like a two-time national champion at the Gauteng novice, which is I lost by like 5-point decision. It was a very close fight. So that was my toughest fight and my toughest opponent. I think he shaped my my mentality, like to do better, you know, to do better, to focus on my footwork and my skills and all of that, because I fought one of the greatest boxer in SA.
The disappointment of missing weight before a final is painful, but
Yes.
many great champions have gone through similar setbacks. The
Yes.
important thing is how you respond. What did you learn from being disqualified for missing weight?
I learned a lot that in this sport, like you need to able to make weight, like I know it's hard to maintain weight from dropping to a bigger weight category, but and fighting to a small category to a smaller weight category. So I learned a lot that each and every single time, like you must stay on that weight, discipline yourself, not physically but mentally. You need to discipline yourself and able to stay on that weight. And when it's time to come to the weigh-ins, you need to able to make that weight. And that is the most important thing that I need to fix right now. Like when I go to the championships again next year, which is I am going to go to the championships and I am going to win.
Did that experience motivate you even more?
Yes, it really did.
Missing the South African Championship this year must have been difficult emotionally. Fighters dream about opportunities like that. How did you mentally deal with missing the South Africa Championships?
Uh, I will say like it really like uh hurt me. Like I was like disappointed in myself for some time, like I didn't feel good, So that helped me like to that shaped me a lot. Like you need to able to make weight, Even my coach was giving me a word of advice. He was like he also missed weight like on the South African Championship on the finals. He was supposed to fight for the finals for South African Championship. He missed the weight like by 1 gram, and it was hurting for him too. So he was like, "No, don't worry. You'll get your opportunity next year. We'll work even more harder to maintain that weight." You know. So yeah,
I'm sure you are the future of boxing. The fighters always think about the comeback, not just the setback. That
yeah.
mentality separates champions from everyone else. You are the future world champion. What change are you making for next season?
For next season, like I'm planning to make a big change. Like firstly, I need to maintain my weight. I'm planning that to maintain my weight and training with other boxers like at my gym, like pros, that will help me like to level up my game. They're gonna give me good sparring, go gym by gym and get good sparring and learn from other gyms as well. Like how is this system of boxing? How does it work? Like getting more experience, But me and my coach, Stephen, we know what we're focusing and we know what we trying to get next year.
Discipline outside the ring is just as important as talent inside it.
Yes.
You are very talented boxer, but also you are very disciplined boxer. Many careers are decided by preparation. How important is diet and weight management for you now?
I can say it's good because now my parents are like, now you need to eat like nutrition, food like carbs, veggies, like and protein, things that will keep my weight, like eggs, all of those things, like yeah, like they're planning it. Like a they're planning like a schedule of like what can I say, like diet schedules to maintain my weight. They're planning that even pre-weigh in snacks. What must I eat? what I mustn't eat, you know. So they're planning all of that. My parents, they gave me support, all of that, because they were surprised. They were like, ah, you missed weight. Now we have to come up with a better solution. What you must eat, you know, like healthy food, not junk food. You must eat healthy food so you can build muscle and you can also recover from your from your from your matches, water and electrolytes that will boost your immune system, you know.
The South African boxing has produced many warriors with incredible stories.
Yes.
Francois Botha, Corey Sanders, Mpumelelo Ngcobo, Landile Negaksek, and many others true warrior. You are
Yes.
now building your own chapter. What does representing Johannesburg mean to you?
It means a lot, you know. It means a lot. By representing Johannesburg, it means a lot. I represent my city. I love my people. They always show support. You know, even people from Pretoria, from Ekurhuleni, they come and show support for Johannesburg, you know. Yeah, I think I love my city, you know, like it shows support, a lot of support. Even my family, my friends, they're always there for me, like to build me up, you know, to give me words of encouragement, you know. So, yeah.
Inspiration is important for every athlete. Sometimes one person's support change everything. What,
Yes.
what makes John Masamba such an inspiration for you?
Uh, First of all, I would like to say like John Masamba, he's a very good boxer and he's a former amateur SA champion. What makes me to inspires me, like he gives me like he gives me words for encouragement, like to keep training, put in the hard work, be disciplined, miss don't miss gym, always work on your skill. And he's a technical fighter too. He's about to fight now. So I'll be there for him, supporting him. And he'll always being there for me and supporting me too. Like he's a good fighter. He always supports me, like telling me what to do. And currently now he's at Japan now. He's preparing for a fight. And soon enough he will fight for the WBC belt. And that's what I like about him. Like keeps like he always keep his time like to train every day. So now I'm like, okay, I want to become like him. And he was the most like outstanding boxer, and by seeing him is the most complete boxer, you know. So he inspires me a lot to do better on this game.
What is the best advice John Masamba ever gave you?
John Masamba, he was like, no, you need to stay at the gym, you know. Stay at the gym, do what you love, don't quit on it, you know. Don't quit on it. Do what you love, and God will see it, and He will take, and this boxing game will take you far.
Confidence is very important in boxing,
Yeah.
especially for young fighters chasing big dreams. How confident are you about your future in boxing?
I'm very much more confident of what I'm doing, you know. I'm very confident, like I always put God first, you know, to strengthen my faith and build me up to be confident, you know. Like everything that I do, I always put him first, you know, on this sport. And it shows that I really do love this sport. And I think I build my confidence like through God's faith, yeah.
Every boxer has strengths that make them unique inside the ring. You are very, very strong boxer. What do you think is your biggest strength as a boxer?
I can say my biggest strength as a boxer is to have a strong mentality. My biggest strength as a boxer is to have a strong mentality, not by physically, but mentally. You need to have a strong mind when you go there and know what you want to do when you get inside that ring. Because many boxers don't have a strong mentality. They're just there to go and fight. But I must say, I have a strong mentality to go and compete for bigger fights in the sport. Yeah.
Boxing styles often reflect personalities, aggressive fighters, and technical fighters
Yeah.
usually think differently. Your style is amazing. How
Thank you.
would you describe your fighting style?
My fighting style, I can say like it's I'm much more of a technical boxer. I'm much more of a technical boxer. I always use techniques, I'm not an aggressive fighter, I'm a technical boxer. I think inside the ring and I know what to do. Like I would just say like I always like imitate John Masamba style because also he's a technical boxer. So I always look up to him and I always like try to figure out his style, like because we share the same similarities because he's a technical boxer as well. Yes.
Young fighters often dream about becoming national champions first before thinking globally. It
Yes.
want to see every boxer want to see a belt in his hands. Is becoming South African champion one of your biggest goals?
Firstly, my biggest goals is win the SA titles as an amateur boxer, and I want to when I turn pro, I want to turn pro internationally because I can tell like South African boxing is not going anywhere. That's why I'm like no. When I want to turn pro, I want to turn pro internationally. Maybe transit to USA because that's one of my dreams. Being under Mayweather promotion or go to Japan at TMK to be there. Yeah, that's one of my dreams, like being turning pro internationally, not here in South Africa, because I can tell South African boxing is not going anywhere. That's why I want to turn professional internationally because there's more opportunities outside the world.
Amateur boxing teaches discipline and builds a strong foundation for the future. Strong foundation. What do
Yes.
you enjoy most about amateur boxing?
I enjoy a lot, man. Like I enjoy like fighting one of the best fighters in SA. I enjoy like fighting one of the best like boxers like here in Johannesburg. Like I like to give myself challenge. That's why I'm like I enjoy like fighting around here and I also like want to fight outside the world, compete at the Olympics level. Yeah. That's why I enjoy about fighting here in Johannesburg. People showing love for the sport. They're always showing up. And I'll be fighting on the 30th May coming this Saturday.
Every fighter has moments where they doubt themselves. Those
Yeah.
moments are part of the journey. Have you ever wanted to quit boxing?
Uh I'll say no, you know. I'll say no because even though I lost fights because I have two losses now, and I have 7 wins and 3 knockouts in my amateur uh career. So I never thought about like quitting boxing actually. Like I never thought of quitting boxing because once you adapt to something, like you can't quit. Once you adapt something, you can't quit. Like you gave your life into it, like I can't quit, you know. So I think boxing, I do boxing like every day, and that's how I love it, you know.
You are very hard working. Hard training camps can change a boxer mentally and physically.
Yes.
What is the toughest training session you have ever had?
My toughest training session, I will say it's when there's an academy training. We will always like do strength and conditioning to strengthen our body, at the Johannesburg Academy training. We'll spar like you'll spar like different guys, different styles, like yeah, like training at Johannesburg Academy, it shaped me a lot, and it was one of my like hardest trainings ever, you know.
Boxing is not only about physical pain, but also mental pressure. How do you stay mentally strong before fights?
Uh, I won't say too much, but I always pray about it. I always pray about it. Like I believe in prayer. I always pray a lot, and that helps me a lot. I won't lie. That helps me a lot. I always pray, and it always works out by God's favor. I always pray a lot. That really helps me.
I like listen music because music often helps fighters focus and enter the right mindset before battle. Wh-
Yes.
What music do you listen to before fights?
Uh I would say I listen to like hip hop music. Uh, and I listen to godly music before my fight. Like to strengthen my faith when I go inside that ring. But mostly I listen to gospel music, like yeah.
Family support can play a huge role in a boxer's success.
Yes.
How important is your family support in your journey?
My family shows a lot of support. It shows a lot of support. Like I will always put my family there first, I will always put my family there, because my family shows a lot of support. When I was fighting for my Gauteng novice championships, they came all 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 around to Pretoria to support me from Johannesburg to Pretoria, and that's a long journey. They came far to support me and win my fight.
Every boxer has a dream opponent or dream stage. This is
Yes.
Olympic gold or undisputed championship. What is your biggest dream in boxing?
Firstly, my biggest dream in boxing, I would like to say, like, I just want to unify. When I turn pro, I want to unify the super bantamweight uh champion. I want to get all the belts, all the world belts, and I also want to become an Olympic champion, an Olympic champion before I go to the professional level. And I want to be the first boxer to unify the super bantamweight division in pro.
South African boxing fans love fighters with heart and determination.
Yes.
What message do you want South African fans to know about you?
I will say I want South African boxers to know that uh, I have hunger on the sport, you know. I have hunger on the sport, and I'm willing to do my best in everything that I do to showcase my skill to the elite level and competing one of the biggest fights in the world.
Losing opportunities can sometimes create bigger motivation than victories. Do you
Yes,
think your setbacks will make your comeback story stronger?
true. They will. They will. Most definitely, they will. Because they help me to shape me to become a better person.
Fighters often visualize success before it happens. How do you imagine your future in 5 years?
From now, oh, 5 years from now, uh, I imagine a lot, you know. I imagine being one of the hottest prospects in boxing and fighting for like world champions, you know, getting like good sparrings from other world champions and as well seeking help and more and motivation and how like to guide me through my boxing journey.
Many, many amateur fighters dream about turning professional one day. Do you
Yes,
plan to become a professional boxer in the future?
yes, most definitely.
Boxing requires sacrifice that many people never see. Tell me
Yes.
please about your sacrifices. What have you sacrificed for boxing already?
I sacrifice a lot, you know, on the sport. Like uh when I was going to the novice to the championships for the Gauteng championships, I sacrificed a lot about my exams, you know. I sacrificed a lot, you know, even this time I'm writing exams, so I had to sacrifice a lot, you know, telling my parents to talk to the principal to be like, I'm going to the Gauteng championships to go to the SA. So I really sacrificed a lot. I will always put boxing first instead of my books, but also I need to focus on my books also. So that's one of my hardest sacrifices I've ever done in my amateur boxing career.
Champions are built during difficult times, not easy ones.
Yes.
Tell me please about your motivation. What motivates you on hard days? Tell me please about your hard days.
What motivates me on my hard days is um I put a lot of work. Even my baddest days where I feel bad about myself when I feel like uh it's hopeless to go to the gym, I always like be like, no, I need to put in the work, you know, I need to get myself straight, be who I want to be, you know, cause in the future I'm alone on the spot, you know, I'm alone. So I need to yeah, build my mind up, build myself up to become a better person.
You are true warrior in the ring. Sparring can reveal a lot about a boxer's mentality and skills. Your
Yeah.
skills are amazing. You are very technical boxer. By by the way, do you enjoy sparring or official fights more?
I enjoy what can I say? I enjoy fighting mostly because I'm fighting like different opponents. So I enjoy fighting more than sparring. Of course, sparring can play a big role on my boxing career because I'm sparring different. mostly when I go outside, I spy like different people, you know, and mostly I enjoy fighting, because I don't know what to expect when I get inside that ring, so I mostly enjoy fighting on that ring.
Every boxer studies other fighters to improve. Floyd Mayweather from his shoulder roll, Alexander Usyk from his boat, Dmitry Bivol from his Soviet school, and many,
Yes.
many others. Which boxers do you enjoy watching the most?
I
By
will
the
say
way, Lomachenko from his high-tech style.
yes. I will say I enjoy watching Jaron Boots Ennis. He also inspires me. He's more like he's a technical boxer too. He he's a switch hitter. He can fight southpaw, and he can also fight orthodox, and he can use his shoulder rolls and moves his head like Floyd Mayweather.
In your opinion, who will win? Jaron Boots Ennis or Xander Zayats? Tell me please about this fight.
Uh Me, I can say it's Jerome Boots Ennis because Jerome Boots Ennis is more of a technical fighter, and he doesn't get hit a lot on his face. And along and Zayas, he mostly like gets hit on his face because he's always open when he throws his punches. He doesn't take any shots. I think it's going to be an easy win for Jaron Boots Ennis, because he's more technical on what he's doing, and he can fight inside, he can fight mid range, and he can fight outside.
Uh, Absolutely. 100%. Xander Zayats is worse than Jaron Ennis.
Yes.
Defense is often underrated by young fighters. Tell me please about
Yes.
defense. What part of your boxing game are you trying to improve the most?
Uh I would say like I will try to improve my footwork and my what's this defense. I will like my everything always starts on the foot. It doesn't start by the hands. I will like I was saying to my other friend, I was like, no, I need to improve on my footwork because footwork comes first before before hands. I was like, yeah, I just want to improve my footwork first.
Footwork like Beavles?
Like what can I say? Like Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, like Floyd Mayweather.
Confidence grows with experience inside the ring. Do you feel
Yes.
like a completely different person compared to when you started boxing?
True, true. I feel more different. I feel more different. Even my skills they have sharpened, like sparring with pros, professional boxers, and other elite amateurs. It feels more different.
Young athletes often inspire people around them without realizing it.
Yes.
Do people in your community support your boxing journey?
Yes, they really do support my boxing journey. I won't lie. They really support my boxing journey a lot. A lot. Even my friends, family, they really do support me of what I'm doing.
Fear is normal. Fear exists in every combat sport, but
Yes.
champions learn how to control it.
Yes.
Are you ever nervous before fights?
I have nerves a little bit, you know. I have nerves a little bit, like when I'm going through a fight and it's going for. I have what can I say? I have nerves, like a little bit of nerves, I can say so.
Winning medals brings pride not only to the fighter, but also to the community behind them. Who were the first people you thought about after winning gold?
I think about my mother a lot. I don't want my baby boy to get hurting, you know. So I always think about my parents and my grandmother, you know, because care for me, they show love for me, you know. Cause I'm the firstborn, you know, always there for me, like when I need anything. So they always care for me, like they don't want me to get hurt. I'm like, no, it's part of the sport, you know. You'll get hurt, yeah. So I always think a lot.
Amateur tournaments can be very demanding physically. Tell me please
Yes.
about your training camp. What is harder for you, training camp or tournament week?
Uh, of course, it has to be the training camp because at the training camp, I'm putting all my sweat and tears for this upcoming fight. You know, like my training camp is not easy. It's really hard. Even my coach knows. Like we train hard each and every single day. You know, I train hard. I train hard and I always have discipline. You know, cause training camp it's much more different than a fight because you know that you are putting hard work on your training camp, but when it comes to fight day, you know what you prepared for, and it's going to be easy for you when you get inside that ring.
Some fighters prefer knockouts, while others love technical boxing. Do you prefer exciting wars or technical fights? Wars or technical?
I can say technical fights because if you are technical and you know what you are doing, it's easy to get a knockout by not rushing it. You know, because technical fighters like first of all, as a technical fighter, you don't just rush for a knockout. You're building it up as rounds goes by, and eventually the time will come and the time will tell.
Every athlete has goals outside sport too. What kind of person do you want to become outside boxing?
Yeah. Outside, I want to become like a cool dude, you know. Like I want to become a good person to other people, you know, giving back to the community, things like that, you know, like helping other people out, you know, cause God also helps other people. Like that's why I'm like, no. Also, I, I myself, I want to help other people and show love to the world.
My friend, I very respect you for your attitude.
Thank you so much.
And staying humble after success is important for long-term growth. How
Yes.
do you stay grounded after victories?
Uh, I I really like stay really humble, you know, show respect to other fighters, you know, to other boxers, you know. I'm not too like arrogant or too much to other fighters, but I show respect to other fighters, you know. It was a good fight. Thank you for this fight, for showing up. Even though they lost or we or I win. So I always show respect and I show love too. all of the fighters.
Fighters often have rituals before entering the ring. Do you have
Yes.
any pre-fight rituals or habits?
I always pray. I always pray. I'll say like I always pray. Nothing can beat prayer. I always pray.
Boxing teaches patience because success takes time.
Yes.
What has boxing taught you about life?
Boxing told me like a lot of things, you know. Like it taught me a lot of things in life. Like it taught me to stay humble, stay stay calm and collected as a person, you know. It shaped my life a lot, you know. So yeah, like it shaped me a lot. It shaped me a lot. It shaped me a lot. So it helps me to stay humble against other people and to be calm around other people.
Young boxers from South Africa are very talented, very talented. They
Yeah.
continue proving themselves internationally. Do you dream
Yes.
about representing South Africa internationally?
Yes. This is my mother home, you know, South Africa. I love South Africa because it has many different people. You meet different people, you know, like that's why I'm like when I go to the Olympics, I just want to represent my home, my love, my love for the for South Africa. Like it's big, you know. Like I just want to represent South Africa because South Africa shows love for the sport, you know. So I just want to represent it when I go to the Olympics.
Confidence and discipline together can create dangerous fighters. You are
Exactly.
very dangerous fighter. What
Yes.
makes you different from other young boxers?
What makes me different is like I stay focused on what I do and I stay disciplined of what I do. Other fighters they don't stay consistent of what they are doing, like in boxing. That's what separates me from them, you know, because I always stay disciplined of what I'm doing, you know. So yeah,
Every fighter wants to leave a legacy behind. What legacy do you want to leave in boxing?
I want to be known as a legend, you know, as a former Hall of Famer, you know. I just want to unify like 5 divisions in boxing, you know. I just want to leave that legacy behind. Just want to unify five weight divisions in boxing to be known as Mpumelelo Ngcobo, the Ghost Reaper, you know, 5-time world champion,
Not just world champion, undisputed champion.
undisputed champion.
Champions often use criticism as fuel for improvement. How do you react when people doubt you?
Uh, I just let them be, you know, cause I know what I need to do, and I know what to believe in, you know. When fighters doubt me, they were like, you are nothing. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna show you how great I am, you know. So I always let them be, you know, and I will always show them who I am and who I really are, you know.
Motivation can come from pain, dreams, or even responsibility. What
Yes.
is your biggest source of motivation right now?
My biggest source of motivation right now is my coach always always be there for me, you know. My biggest motivation, my coach will always be there for me, caring for me, and show me a lot of love, you know, to keep pushing, keep doing your hard work, you know, stay consistent on the gym, you know, and one day things will change for you.
Boxing journeys are full of ups and downs. What moment has made you the proudest so far? Tell me please about your the proudest moment.
My proudest moment is when like I won the Gauteng novice championships. You know, I was really proud of myself, and that really shows a lot of improvement, you know, for the sports. You know, it showed a lot of improvement that I need to take another step more further to showcase my skill around the world.
The next season could become a major turning point in your career.
Yes.
What are your main goals for next year?
For next year, I just want to say I want to become an SA champion. I want to compete at the Gautengs, compete at the Gautengs, win the Gautengs, and go to the um to the SAs and beat everyone on my division to become and crown the SA champion and go to the Olympics.
To become Olympic champion in 2028.
Yes,
Fighters sometimes discover hidden strengths after failure. Do you
yes,
believe your best version is still coming?
yes. It's still coming. I can feel it. My best version now is still coming. I believe it. It's still coming.
Boxing fans love authenticity and honesty from fighters. What is one thing people misunderstand about you?
One thing that people misunderstand about me is what can I say? Like they think I can't do like I can't achieve like to go at the elite level. I think that's the one thing people like doubted me that you can't compete at the elite level, and come next year I will show them, you know.
What's your favorite fight of all time?
Uh my favorite fight of all time, it was which one is it? I will say it's Jaron Ennis versus who's this guy? He's from, I think he's from Ukraine.
Karen
I forgot.
Chukhadzhian.
Yeah, Karen Chukhadzhian. Yeah, that was my favorite fight of all time because he was much more technical on that fight, and he showed a lot of skill, and he showed people in Philadelphia what he was made of, and people there show love for him. Yeah, that was my
Great,
favorite.
great fight. Karen
Yes,
Chukhadzhian versus Jaron Boots Ennis. Two fights.
yes, two fights.
Discipline is one of the hardest things for young athletes to master.
True.
What daily habits help you stay focused?
My daily habits that help me to stay focused is running a lot, you know. running a lot, doing technical workouts, doing basic trainings, that helped me to stay consistently at the gym.
Alexander Usyk is often called Muhammad Ali of our days. In your
Yes,
opinion, who is better, Alexander Usyk or Muhammad Ali?
I can say it's Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali.
Why?
Muhammad Muhammad Ali is the greatest of all time. They didn't just call him the greatest of all time because of his achievements and whatever so not. They called him the greatest of all time because he fought one of the hardest boxers and and he fought one of the greatest fighters like George Foreman, one of the most hardest fights he ever fought. Like it was easy for him, because he fought like people that are not defeated yet. That's what made him the greatest of all time.
In my honest opinion, we just have to wait until Usyk's career is over. Then
Yeah,
you can compare.
between them, yes, because Alexandra Usyk is one of the, I can put him there. He's one of the greatest of all time. He's undefeated. He's unified his division. He's one of the greatest of all time. Alexandra Usyk, and I show respect to him. He's one of the greatest fighters in the world.
Olympic gold medalist and three-time undisputed champion. This is crazy.
Yes, yes,
Big dreams require patience and consistency. What keeps
yes.
you believing in yourself during difficult times?
What keeps me believing in myself in difficult times is like I always pray a lot, I always pray a lot, and that makes me to believe in myself in difficult times that don't worry, you'll get there and you'll make a change for yourself and you'll do it by all means.
Every fighter wants their name to mean something in the sport. What do you want people to feel when they hear the name Mpumelelo Ngcobo?
I want people like to not to be felt afraid, I want people like to be like, no, that guy is a good boxer. I want people to when they hear my name, the crowd erupts going up, Like I want to like people show love, like to be like, nah, Mpumelelo Ngcobo is the next Floyd Mayweather, Is the next Muhammad Ali, is the next Alexandra Usyk. Yeah.
By the way, tell me why you choose such a nickname, Coast Reaper.
I was that name I was actually given by another coach from another boxer. I can say it's a boxer and a coach same time. Like he gave me that name when I was fighting for my Gauteng novice championship, He gave me that name. He gave me that name and I will continue to cherish it along the way.
Your story is still only beginning, but the hunger already sounds real. Why should people follow you boxing journey from now on?
I would say people must tune in, They must tune in and they will see greatness out of me, They will see greatness out of me. And I guarantee you that I promise by making it by all means that I'll be the next future unified champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we have a top avenue as a guest. From the street of Orlando East, Johannesburg, comes a young, hungry fighter determined to build his name in South African boxing, Mpumelelo Ngcobo. Starting his boxing journey in 2024, Mpumelelo quickly showed his potential by becoming Johannesburg and Gauteng novice champion and winning a gold medal in his division. Guided by former South African champion Stephen Msimanga, he continues to sharpen his skills and grow both mentally and physically inside the sport. Even after experiencing setbacks at the Gauteng Championship, missing the South African Championships, Mpumelelo refused to give up. Instead, he used those moments as motivation to come back stronger, more disciplined, and more focused on his future goals. Inspired and motivated by boxer John Masamba, Mpumelelo believes his journey is only beginning. With determination, heart, and the mindset of a true fighter, he is working every day to become one of the next rising names in South African boxing. This is the story of a young boxer chasing greatness, one fight at a time. Thank you for this interview. Your honesty about setbacks and your belief in the future make your journey inspiring already. The comeback story can become even bigger than the setback itself. And final question. What final message would you like to give to young fighters who are chasing their dreams?
I would say to the young fighters is to stay disciplined, stay focused, stay humble around others, and be yourself, and show love to everybody in this world, to stay disciplined, stay focused, and be yourself. And things will work out, if you stay disciplined and stay focused. Listen to your coach's advice and what he's telling you to do, because coaches know what's best for you.
Thank you, my friend. You are
Thank,
great. Good luck and goodbye.
thank you so much.
Good night.
Good night.